get rolling here. Okay, welcome to our fall webinar, Fall into Essentials 101, featuring our favorite essential oils that we use for the fall season to keep ourselves and our families, friends and families happy and healthy. My name is Hillary McGlue. I'm an integrative nutrition coach and a doTERRA wellness advocate. And I want to just take a minute to talk to you a little bit about myself, if you don't know me, or if you've maybe only known me online, just to tell you a little bit about my story. I've been using essential oils for probably 20 years, using them for aroma, to clean my home. When I had small kids, I was worried about what we were using to clean the house. And so for probably a good 15 years, I was using them just for those purposes. I loved patchouli and sandalwood. They just made me feel happy to wear as perfume. And like I said, when I had my daughter, we were conscious about what we were using to clean our home. And so I would make my own cleaners and things like that. And when I started coaching women around cleansing their body and food and relationships, I realized that I wanted another tool to help women sort of overcome certain things. And that's when I started thinking about learning more about using essential oils as a therapeutic practice, as a way to help women ease pain, promote health, prevent stuff from coming around, illnesses and things like that, and also just support emotional health. And so I've really become passionate about learning everything I can about essential oils. I think they're an amazing tool for us to use in our own homes. We feel empowered. A lot of the work I do with women is around feeling empowered, around relationships, around food, around your body. And essential oils, really, I feel really passionate that that's an awesome way for us to feel empowered around our health and taking care of issues in our own homes for ourselves and our families that we can alleviate without outside intervention, and it's really empowering to be able to sort of go to our little stash of oils. I have a bunch here. I have all my oils sort of handy right here. And so it's really empowering to say, oh my gosh, I have this issue. I have a stomach ache. I don't feel well. I feel down. I feel sort of blue, and using the essential oils to support all of those things. And it's been really fun to work along with Linnell. And so Linnell is my colleague and partner in crime. And she's also a wellness advocate with doTERRA, and we work a lot together, and it's super fun. And so I'll hand the mic over to you, Linnell. Just tell everyone a little bit about yourself and sort of why you're on this webinar tonight.
Thank you. So I am Linnell Shaddles, and I am also a wellness advocate with doTERRA. And actually, I have an update there. I'm no longer director. I'm an executive. So I'm enjoying working with this business and enjoying working with women and men to kind of support where they are in their journey with finding natural solutions to support them and support their home. I first started using essential oils here about 1.5 years ago. So Hillary and I kind of joke that we're the yin and the yang, where she's been using for a long, long time, and I'm just more recent, and she has kind of the health and wellness background, and I have a HR, accounting, corporate background. So I'm not your traditional one to get into this space, but I kept hearing messages from different people in my life over and over, some healthier ways to live. And when I was diagnosed with some health challenges, I reached out. I'd been seeing some friends posting about essential oils online, about how they were finding really good solutions for different things across their family's life. And then I saw a class offered by Hillary. And so I decided to check it out. And when I first started, it was for myself, and then it quickly became for my family. And my girls, especially, they are kind of, they know that this is the kind of go-to for them, that they come to me and say, well, this is wrong or that's wrong, and what oil do I use? And sometimes they even know themselves because they've been around so often, and they will tell you what their favorite oils are that they like to use. So the newest thing that I've been doing with oils, I use them for therapeutic purposes, for our health, for our emotions. I use a lot around the house, do a little bit of dabbling in the cleaning, but the biggest thing I've been using new for me with the oils lately is cooking. So I've been substituting out very quickly in recipes that call for thyme or rosemary or lime zest or lemon zest or orange zest, and all different recipes, and cinnamon going into the holidays. So I've really enjoyed just enjoying the flavor of them. They're so intense that you just, a little goes a long way. And so that's kind of me and where I am, and just really enjoying sharing and helping people find solutions that work for them. And like Hillary said, I enjoy empowering other people to take care of their lives, because I want you to feel like you have control to find the solutions for you and your family.
Awesome. Little bit of housekeeping really quick. We were going to mute everyone, but if everyone could just mute yourselves, that's on the line with us. And then when we get into sort of Q&A, you just unmute your own self and ask questions. And I also want to, if anyone has oils, if you already have essential oils in your home, if you're already using doTERRA oils, or if you've had samples from either one of us, go ahead and get them out. So I hope you have them nearby. I have a wild orange right here, which I dabbed before getting started. And what I just put a drop in my hand and rubbed it together like this. Take a big deep breath in. I just got done with dinner and all that kind of stuff, and sort of get focused and into the oil zone, do a little sampling with the oils. So Lynelle's going to get started. Huh?
And I'm doing peppermint over here.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Peppermint and wild orange are the best to get focused. Lynelle's going to start out. I'm going to sort of woman the slides, and Lynelle's going to take us through sort of the intro and the beginning of what we can be using this fall to stay happy and healthy with essential oils.
Great. Well, like you said, this is about essential oils, and this is about empowering you and saying, well, why would we use essential oils? Well, what's the purpose of them? I can definitely tell you that there's been people in my life that said, what are they? Why do you use them? And so a lot of our job has been educating others on how to use them and why they would use them. So they are a natural home remedy for you to support your health. And the reason they are great is because they're pennies per drop. So where you might maybe spending money going to the doctor, paying for a copay, also spending on prescriptions, these truly are a penny per drop. And because of the intensity of them, because they are 50 to 70 times more intense than even an herb, you can see that a little will go a long way in taking care of your needs. They're very safe and effective for you, for your children, for your pets. I work with a lot of women that are either pregnant or trying to get pregnant or recently had children. They are safe for children. They are safe for pregnant women because they are just a natural solution. There's something to be said for diluting them, because sensitive skin will definitely, these might be a little bit too intense for them. And there's some that we will talk to you about that are really hot ones, for instance, like an oregano or a cinnamon or a ginger. And they're plant power. So what they are is they're steam distilled oils from the plant, whether it be from the bark or from the leaf or from the root, from the flowers. That is where you're going to be able to get those oils. So they're going to release when they're steam distilled, versus like the citrus ones are cold pressed. That's where you're going to get that from the rind of the fruit. And like I said, they are 50 to 70 times more intense. And so, for instance, if you had peppermint tea, it would require 28 cups of peppermint tea, just to equal 1 little drop of peppermint. So where is my peppermint? Right. What did I do with it? So peppermint oil. So you can see there's about 250 drops in this. And so 1 little drop is all it takes to equal 28 cups of peppermint tea. They are awesome. They really are very therapeutic. I think a lot of people are like, well, this is like, hippie woo woo magic. That's Hillary's.
That's my phrase.
That's her phrase. They are not. I mean, they truly work in ways because they can penetrate the cell barrier. They can enter into the system, whereas a traditional Western medicine kind of prescription doesn't have that ability to do that. if you know anything about medicines, a lot of times they are trying to kind of mimic or imitate what's in the natural oil. So using the essential oils is really kind of a turn back in time, and this is how people used to heal themselves because there wasn't another solution to heal them. So this is, are we going to, okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of the background about, essential oils and, how they're different. And, your traditional medicine is not able to cross that cell barrier. So if you go to the doctor and they say, well, it's a virus, basically you're going to have to let it work out of your system. There are oils to support you and to help you kind of work that out of your system in a much quicker process than just letting time heal you. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about here? So there are 3 ways that we use them. Like Hillary and I said, that one way is aromatically. So we just took and just kind of breathed in some of that. I actually have this tiny, cute little diffuser sitting on my desk. You can see it kind of, this coming out of here. And so this is a cool mist that's coming out. Just use regular water in that and a few drops of the essential oil, and that's going to fill the air. It's great because it's able to take care of you. It's also able to take care of anybody else that comes into that room. And these molecules will kind of hang in the air for a little bit. You can open the airways, can really impact mood. I mean, we've got a bunch that it's just, the peppermint and wild orange, for instance, that we both just use, that just is a pick-me-up. Topically is one way I initially started using. I've got a few scars that I'm using some oils on to work those to a better skin. And I have thyroid issues here. So I go directly on that thyroid with some oils. I also use my Western medicine to support it. So I'm using a combination of the two. But you can put it directly on the site that needs help. So, or if you had digestive issues, you can put it right on your tummy. One place that you can put it is on the bottom of your feet, kind of no matter what's going on. You can put it on the bottom of the feet and it's going to enter the bloodstream within 30 seconds. So a lot of people are familiar with Vicks that, you always knew to put it on your chest, your back, and your feet, but people didn't really know why you do that. And you have the largest pores in your feet. And so that's why you can pull it in so quickly. And it corresponds to different parts in your body. So for instance, your big toe is going to correlate to your head. So and your thumb is going to correlate to your heads. So that's what's important. Topically, you can go up around your face, you can go around your neck and go at the base of your hairline, like right back here, and that's going to hit your brain quickest. Internal, this is the biggest difference, and this is a big differentiator with doTERRA versus other essential oils, and that's because we are certified pure therapeutic grade. And that is something that's really important. Our founders used to be at a very large essential oil company and didn't think that it was meeting the standards that they would like it to. And when they came back together and formed doTERRA about, 7 years ago now, they really wanted to hold this up to a high bar. So everything is pure in their oils. And that's meaning that our oils are sourced around the country where they're indigenous. So that's what makes them pure too, and how we can call them certified pure therapeutic grade. Other ones may be distilled and sourced from like in the US, but that's not where they were naturally formed. So that's a big difference with us. And ours are third party certified. So there's nothing else in them but truly, in this one, this is peppermint. That's all that's in this little bottle is peppermint oil. There's no chemicals, there's no fillers. And a big difference you will notice if you've used any essential oils, if you do, look after this call, or if you have them nearby, look at, if they say do not ingest, that's because there's something else in there that they are not disclosing to you. So whether you even get them at Whole Foods or Mom's or some other sort of organic market, do check that, because that's why you can't ingest. There's something else. Whereas ours you can, and it's very safe, and it's another way that we use them therapeutics. So
one thing I want to just jump in really quick. A question I get a lot is people asking if the oils are organic. And they are not USDA organic verified. That sort of green little circle that we're all used to seeing, USDA organic, that we've sort of, if you're conscious of where your food and products come from, looking for that. The company stance is that the oils are beyond organic. And because of the testing, like Linnell mentioned, third-party anonymous testing that goes through 3 levels of test for those chemical and organic and non-organic compounds. So that means your synthetic fillers and also dirt and residue and that kind of thing. Because of that rigorous anonymous testing, that actually takes the oils beyond the USDA organic certification that can have loopholes in it. And it's a great starting point, but that there are standards that are out there that are beyond that labeling, and that's what doTERRA is striving for. Did you want to?
So internal, you can ingest this directly into your mouth if you want to just put the drop in your mouth. Like for instance, if you have allergy issues, you could use lemon and lavender and peppermint, the three of these together, and you can go directly under your tongue, and that's going to be the quickest source to enter your bloodstream. If you don't want to taste it, for instance, there's a few that I'm taking now internally. I don't care for the flavor, so you can put them in a little gel cap, a little veggie cap, and just swallow that like a regular pill. So that will help you as well. I mean, it's kind of, you know,
what kind of essential oils do, Lynelle?
Yeah, there's no oil for that. There truly is. And I mean, I would challenge you guys as you're listening to us, kind of jot down what are your challenges? What are your health and wellness goals? And what areas would you like to use a natural approach? And my challenge for you is that we would say that there's probably 90% of those can be taken care of through an essential oil, whether it's an emotional based challenge or whether it's your health challenge or whether you want to get rid of chemicals in your cleaners. There is an oil for that. So, and this is quickly a list of some ones that we said are kind of our top of our list for ones that we would look at in the fall: lemon, lavender, peppermint. Again, those three together is great for allergies. Melaleuca, which you often might hear called tea tree oil. Frankincense is kind of definitely the king of all oils. On Guard, great for in immunity. Digestin, Breathe, oregano, ginger, deep blue, Slim and Sassy, citrus bliss, and balance. We're going to go into each of these a little bit more about what they can do for you.
Yeah. There they all are, the little highlights.
Okay, so I've kind of given you a little bit of information ahead of time, but so lavender. So this one is great for calming. It's great for skin irritations. I had a bee sting, if you can imagine, even last Friday in November. I didn't know what to do. I have a book that I could call kind of my Bible, the Essential Life book. And I looked up in there and said, what should I do? So the lavender was one of the oils that I put on there because it's going to be really calming for that site where the bee had just stung me. So, but it's a great one that we use for calming and for sleep. We diffuse it a lot of times in the girls' room. It just kind of takes them to a good place to get some sleep. Something that I find interesting is that there are just hundreds of molecular compounds in each of those oils, which helps to explain why is lavender good for skin, but it's also good for calming and emotions because there's this structure that they're so complex. Lemon is a great one for cleansing your body, for removing toxins. Put a drop or two of that in your water in the morning. Some room temperature water is best, and even drop a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there too for a little lemon elixir toxin release first thing in the morning. It's great for heartburn. It's great for cleaning. This is one that if you really want to, get rid of some chemicals, get rid of some cleaners in your house, lemon is a super one for that. Peppermint's going to ease nausea. It's going to help cool hot flashes, relieve muscle pain, respiratory health. So that's why I like this one too. Just breathe it in. You can kind of put it in up around your neck and just go to a better place. Melaleuca, I don't have that one in front of you. Maybe you do. It is the tea tree oil, and it's great for an immunity boost. It's great for wounds. I use this in my owie spray. Even my nearly 3-year-old, she'll come to me and say, I need owie spray. So this is one that is super great for that. Destroying funguses, sanitizing. For instance, in my bar class, this is one of the oils that they will use for cleaning is the Melaleuca, and they also use some peppermint. So we get to wipe off with that cool towel afterwards, and then we're going to clean our mats with the other side of the towel that's clean. But it's super great that way as well. Frankincense, like I said, this is the king of all oils, and it's, when in doubt, use frankincense. Frankincense is great for immunity. It's great for inflammation is a big one. Peace and relaxation. I was recently reading a book on pregnancy and essential oils, and they're even recommending, frankincense, just put a little dab on the baby's head when they first come out, because it's a really good kind of wrap your arms around it. So if you've ever been in a Catholic church, especially, you've probably, oh, I get that there, yeah, there. You've smelled this, and it's really unusual kind of aroma, but once you smell it, that's what frankincense is. It's great for scars. I use that frankincense with some other ones for fading some scars that I have.
Yeah, this is a great one as for skin, like you mentioned. So it's any sort of scrape or cut or healing of the skin. It's an awesome oil for that as well. That's what we use that a lot in our house.
On Guard. On Guard is everywhere this time of year. This is the one, this super great one for immunity. So this is the one that, you want to kill germs off. You want to, take care of a big environment. You have a classroom. You have others that you want to make sure that you're helping to clear some germs out of the air. On Guard is fabulous for that. They have there's a whole line of On Guard products we have laundry detergent, we have foaming hand wash, we have beadlets, gel caps, the toothpaste, there's On Guard, there's drops, like just for like a sore throat. So every way you can try to hit it, we are hitting it, and really trying to make sure to keep us as healthy as possible. So On Guard is our friend this time of year, especially. There's some cinnamon, there's some cloves. Cloves is a big one in On Guard, and that's the one that it's has all of these. It's high in antioxidants. It's one of the highest in antioxidants is clove.
One thing I love about On Guard, like this time of year, when I was growing up, my mom always used to boil this pot of water on the stove with like clove and ginger and cinnamon sticks, just kind of like had it simmering on the stove all November and December. And so this, if you diffuse On Guard, you're doing that same thing and sort of creating that holiday aroma in the house, but you're also getting the medicinal therapeutic value by breathing it in, getting into your lungs and sort of cleansing and killing any viruses that might be lurking around in your respiratory system. And it's also amazing in warm milk. So any kind of milk, cow milk, almond milk, any sort of alternative milk, just kind of warm it up. And you can do 1 drop of On Guard in there. And so it's this like nice creamy chai without the caffeine of the black tea, or you could even add that in as well. So it's a nice, it's sort of the flavor of the season. And you can use 1 drop, and it's a really yummy way to make a nice soothing drink. And you're getting all the therapeutic benefits as well.
Okay, Digestin. So this is one I kind of kidded, and if anybody follows me on Instagram or follows me on Facebook, you saw that I was after Halloween. I was like, you might need Digestin with all of the kind of candy and kind of junk that you maybe put in your body that you need to kind of clear your gut of what was going on. So Digestin is just the super great one that has ginger, it has fennel, and it's going to help that stomach kind of if you have issues. You can use that one internally, but you can also use it topically as well. And we have a number of different Digestin products that helps you. There are digest tabs, and that's one that you could just kind of more like a roll-aid, kind of that round, kind of a little bit chalky consistency to take if you feel gas, bloated, if you have any sort of like intolerance. Like I'm gluten free, and so if I eat something that had gluten in it and I didn't know about it, the Digestin is really going to help me to kind of work through that feeling of the gassy, bloated, uncomfortable. Good, just overall good for nausea. With the ginger and fennel, those are the ones that are super great for taking care of those issues.
Oh, this is a good one too. If you, this is sort of an alternative use for Digestin, but I've heard friends who, anytime if you do end up getting sick and you're super congested, like beyond just like a little peppermint or something like that, you can use Digestin on the sinuses as a really another way of sort of stimulating the sinuses for cleansing those as well. I haven't had to use that. I haven't, luckily, knock on wood, been sick enough to try it.
All right, Breathe is the one that we've been using like crazy. Stella has started preschool this year and has been bringing home all of these germs and kind of just working on her immunity system. So she's been bringing home colds, and that's where I'm kind of getting my cold from her as well. So Breathe, I'm diffusing like crazy in her diffuser in her room at nap time and at nighttime. There, you can also this is a great one to put on the chest, on the back, and on the bottoms of the feet. They have a new one called that's the Vapor Rub. So it comes in a little stick form. I don't know if I have it anywhere close by here. And that one is super great too because it's just easy. It has eucalyptus and peppermint. Some laurel, and it's one that I can just breathe this as I have all this kind of it's good. It really opens up those airways for you. The other one that's super great for that kind of this time of year too is oregano. Oregano is one that you must dilute. It's a hot oil. And so this is one that I will use in, I will get a mug of hot water, and I will put some oregano in it. I'll do some lemon. I'm trying to think what else do I do? Melaleuca probably, and put that in there. And so then I will just lean over that, and I'll breathe it in my mouth and in my nose. And it really has such an awesome way of just getting in there and opening things up and kind of clearing things up. And it's great for cooking. So if you're making a pot of marinara sauce, a drop of that is all you probably need. And with any of these, when you're cooking with them, I highly recommend just using a drop and then tasting, because they're pretty intense. I mean, going back to peppermint, that's one that I like to cook with too, because I like to put a drop of that in brownies, and it's yummy.
Lynelle, really quickly, you talked about diluting a few times. Can you tell us the difference between what we typically think of how we dilute things and how we dilute essential oils?
Yes, so diluting essential oils, this is one that already comes diluted, but I have sitting here, but it's diluted with a carrier oil. And so what a carrier oil is, truly, it carries that into your system. And so what it's going to do is you're going to use a little bit of the oils, because they are so intense, the essential oils, and then use some carrier oil on top of that, and that's going to help bring that in there. It's going to reduce the amount of essential oil you need to use, and it's going to help drive that into your system a lot quicker on the site. So that's going to be topically that you're going to need to dilute it for that.
So not with water.
Not with water. Well, no, not typically. But you know what? I use some water with my essential oils if I'm doing like my Sweet Dreams spray.
Oh, like a spray, right?
Distilled, or water if you're going to use for cleaning, for like a disinfectant.
Right.
So. All right, Deep Blue. I don't have Deep Blue in front of me. Deep Blue is great one for pain and inflammation. You know, I hate to say it, but that snow is around the corner. And if you're out there shoveling and you get some pain in your back, this is one that is, it really, I say it kind of melts into your system, and it's going to go in cool, and then it's going to warm it up. And it's just, it is so awesome. I can tell you many stories. My mom is a big one that this is her thing. This comes in different formats. My favorite way to use Deep Blue is in a soothing rub. So you can actually use a cream base, and you can rub that into the site. And it really does the job that it's supposed to do in helping with the muscles and aches and pains. So whether you're an athlete or whether you're just a normal mom running around and carrying kids, or, you know, carrying too much and multitasking and get, you know, something pulled, this is super great and supportive. Deep Blue also comes in a gel cap too. So if you want to hit it from the internal, you can take that as well. So you're going to hit that.
I have it right here. I'll show you. So one thing I like to tell people about Deep Blue is it's one of only 2 essential oils that doTERRA has that has the child-proof cap. I don't know if you can tell that it's a child-proof cap, but it is. So you have to really, so I've had people call me up and say, I think it's broken, I can't open it. Or it doesn't open. What happened? I can open everyone else. So when you get a kit of oils and the Deep Blue comes in it, it's a child-proof cap, and you have to press it down and unlock it just like any other sort of Tylenol, you know, child-proof cap. And the reason for that is because there is wintergreen, and camphor. So that's what creates that really nice cooling and warming sensation, that balance of those two. But those are known to be more toxic if ingested. And so just to take any risk out of that whatsoever in terms of, you know, pets or children are sort of getting into that and taking this internally. And along with the wintergreen as well. This is wintergreen. They have the child-proof cap on there because of the wintergreen in there, because they're known to be sort of more toxic if taken internally. And so they took the risk out of it for us. And it smells really awesome. It's sort of like that Ben Gay smell.
Right.
But better.
The next one is one that,
sorry, we were trying to talk about ginger.
So ginger is one that you can cook with. You know, I've been substituting out. I've been combining this with some other nice ones to get kind of a fall aroma in my house. It's great. As we talked about earlier, ginger is one of the oils that's in the Digestin blend. And so that this just this is going to help with nausea. It's going to help with circulation, just general pain relief, and making some chai. I mean, Hillary can probably talk to a little bit better of making some chai. I have not made chai with the ginger.
I like to use the On Guard just because it's blended with them, but ginger is great and especially, again, it's like the spice of the season for us here in the US. So, you know, any sort of baked good or raw dessert or a mousse or something, you could usually, this is pretty spicy. It's pretty strong. I mean, you even less than a drop. And the way that you do less than a drop is to take a toothpick, dip it into the bottle, and then swirl it around. Just, instead of using a whole drop, just using a little bit.
Hillary, are you seeing this pop up here?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you can do that from there.
I don't know if I can do that from there.
Do you want to take me to the next slide?
Yeah.
Do you want to take me to the next slide so I can keep talking while you try to see?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Slim and Sassy, we put this one on here, and this is great for all times of the year, but especially kind of knowing that we're going into the season of all things kind of food centric with events. And so this one is super great for metabolism support. It's great, just a drop of it in the water. There's some like cinnamon, there's peppermint. I will use this in my smoothies in the morning just to give a little bit of flavor that way, just to kick off the day and kind of help me with the appetite suppressant. So I'm not having this sugar cravings, and it's kind of helping me to not just pick and nibble at things throughout the day. Slim and Sassy, we have a whole line. This is like our number 2 product line, I think, is the Slim and Sassy products. We have a shake that we have, as well as this. We have some control bars that will help you. The one thing, it was interesting, I had a class earlier this week, and they were talking about, what did I say? It was what was the chemical that I just asked you, Hillary?
Oh, petrochemicals?
Petrochemicals. So it helps to break down the petrochemicals. And I had to ask Hillary because I was like, I don't know what that is.
Yep. So petrochemical. Yep.
So it's caused from the plastics, and so that kind of bleeds into the foods or drinks that we have, and so this is going to help break that down, and that's going to sit in your fat. It's going to attach itself to the fat, so it's a way of getting that to release from your body. So that's another reason why this is a great one to use for you. You can use it topically as well if you want to. I've not done wraps with that, but I've read about how you can, if you have areas of concern. But this one, I think because of the cinnamon in it, is very hot. I learned that the hard way. I tried it on my areas of concern. Excuse me. And I had a red streak all around it. So this is one that you definitely want to dilute. You don't want to put it straight on, because I didn't know any better when I first started, and I just wanted to melt the fat. It didn't work.
Ouch. You're gorgeous.
All right. So balance is one.
Are you okay? Do you want me to take over? Or are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Balance is one that I have been using pretty much daily. And so has Stella, because we're going through terrible twos. And this is one that is the grounding blend. And there's a lot of kind of tree what's the first one in here? Spruce, I think. And so it's kind of a very woodsy smell. Love it. It truly is a grounding one. So as Stella's escalating, which would make me escalate, I take the bottle over, let her breathe it in, take a dab of it. I'll put it on the pulse points here. If she doesn't have any socks on, I'll put it on the bottom of her feet. And I've really seen this help her. It doesn't mean that she doesn't go back to that and later, but it's a way we've kind of set up this tool with us that it's going to help calm her. It's going to help balance her, kind of put us in a better mood. I will sometimes blend this with lavender too, just because that's a calming one as well.
Balance with lavender?
Yes.
Nice.
Wild orange. This is probably one of the favorite oils of people. I actually just made energy bites with with this the other day, and they were really, really good and really easy. With some craisins, some wild orange, some almond butter, chia seeds, some honey, and coconut, and that was it. But they just had such a nice pop of flavor. They're just energizing. Like, Hillary said she used that one just to, hey, I need to be alert. Need to be awake here. So that was one, it's really great for that. It's great in your water. It tastes good. So, a lot of people are used to like lemon in their water, wild orange. Some of you might have that. And if you do have that in front of you, go ahead and open it up and kind of take a sniff of it. And it's a great stress reducer. Just great for alertness. When we went to the convention here a couple months ago now already, you could just smell wild orange all over the place, because the other, attendees, a lot of people opening it up and making sure they're awake and alert for the convention. So it was good.
Okay. We are moving into our kits. And as you can see on my screen, It is asking me for some information so that we can keep going with our meeting. So I am going to ask Linnell to keep talking about the aroma kit, just so I
Yep.
can get this queued up. I didn't realize.
Absolutely. So I don't know if you can see this here. So I wanted to kind of show you guys. This is this wheel. Let me see if I can get it closer. I guess everything's backwards. It's a mirror thing. But so the emotional aromatherapy kit was something that, a lot of folks have been asking for, and doTERRA really listened, and they released this kit at convention this year. And it's great because it's acknowledging that we really need this for emotional support, the oils, as well as just health and therapeutic. It's, kind of our mood and our emotions are really, really important for us to find ones that picked me up. So I've been using this one. It's just sitting here at my desk all the time because this is my favorite place to use it. We have 6 different ones. We have Motivate, Cheer, Passion, Forgive, Console, and Peace. And the wheel really, what it's showing you is different emotions. If you can relate to kind of where you are with an emotion, whether you're angry, whether you're upset, whether you're distressed, it's going to put you kind of on the wheel of the continuum, and you'll say, if I land here, I could go to this one, or I could go to this one, because there's ones. All right, good.
The power of technology. I'm like putting my money in with the phone. Okay, sorry.
So emotional aromatherapy is just super great. The Peace is the reassuring blend. Motivate is the encouraging blend. Cheer is uplifting. Passion is inspiring. Forgive is renewing, and Console is comforting. And so this is one of the enrollment kits. If you really want some emotional support, this is absolutely fabulous. You can see one missing because I'm diffusing Peace right now.
That's a favorite.
I really like that one. It has some vetiver in it, which is one of my favorite oils.
So we'll keep moving. We're going kind of quick, only because we want to respect everyone's time, make this, relatively short webinar. And we also want to make sure we have time for questions. So, make sure if you keep your questions, and we'll let you unmute yourselves at the end. So make sure you jot things down as we keep going. We've given you tons of info, so just make sure that you keep track of your questions. So the next thing, I'm going to start talking about some of the kits, that the way that the doTERRA has put these together for us. And before I get into that, I want to talk about Lifelong Vitality for a minute. So the Lifelong Vitality pack is, aside from the essential oils, what people come to doTERRA for. And I think Linnell and I knew that Lifelong Vitality was awesome. I've been taking them for about a year and a half. And I've brought them to my holistic chiropractor to have him check them out in terms of looking at the ingredients and what he thought of them. He's like, oh, these are awesome. These are great supplements. And I think that Linnell and I were both super psyched and impressed and educated when we went to the convention in September and heard from the research and development team about what they're actually doing with the supplements. And so really quickly about supplements, there's a lot of junk out there. And so if we're buying stuff off the store shelves, that's not enough. A few things: that's not a high quality, or that is too much too fast, like the 1 a day kind of things. A lot of time is too much load on the body at one time. We can't absorb it. And it really just becomes a really expensive trip to the bathroom when you pee it all out. So that's one thing that happens, is that it's too much load on the body and we just eliminate it. And we're also not getting the right balance of nutrients in the supplements that we're getting. I used to be sort of anti-supplements and thought, I could just get it through my food and my kale and my grains and all my foods that I'm eating, and that I could take care of my nutritional needs through food. And that is the foundational place that you need to start. You can't just, supplement your way out of a horrible diet. So clean whole foods is the place to start, but we do need help with supplementing with these nutrients. Our food supply, our soil, and our agricultural system just is not as nutrient dense as it used to be. And so really supplements are the way to go. So that all being said, what's awesome about these is that they come in this trio, And their claim to fame is reducing pain and inflammation, increasing energy and stamina, and improving immune function. So you've got this like holistic approach to really supporting your whole system. And the EO Omega is the essential oil complex that has our omega-3s and also has essential oils in there. So this is another way that you can get your essential oils internally. So if you don't want to take them, like we were discussing, taking them internally or making your own veggie caps, this is a great way to get them because they have essential oils in them, frankincense and fennel and thyme. Some have melaleuca. There's a variation of what clove
which is
oils are in there.
Highest antioxidant, yeah.
And then the cellular vitality complex is like a superfood support. So you're getting like superfood nutrients in there. And then the micro complex is like a traditional multivitamin complex. But like I said, they're rationed out in ratio that we can absorb them readily into our system, and the essential oils that are added into the pack sort of prep the gut to absorb the nutrients that are coming in. So it's a really efficient way to get these nutrients into the body. And really, I won't go into all the stories. You can text me or shoot me an email or ask Lynelle or raise your hand and ask at the end. But just story upon story of people, these being like a game changer in people's health that have been dealing with systemic issues their whole lives, whether it's, from head to toe, you name it, people that have dealt with issues, and the Lifelong Vitality Pack has really been foundational in supporting their whole system. So that's that. And we'll talk a little bit more about them at the end because there's some awesome
little fun fact on that before you move off of it, Hillary.
Yep.
So we learned at the convention this year that, doTERRA is, they are distributing worldwide. So what's really neat about this Lifelong Vitality Pack is that what they're producing in Asia versus Australia versus Europe versus the US, it's a little bit different in that nutrient complex, micronutrient complex, because of what our diets typically are lacking here versus in Asia. So that shows you kind of the level of scientific kind of research and development that they are doing there. And the other thing with Lifelong Vitality Pack is that one, there's a special with it this month, and two, there is a 30-day money back guarantee. You can turn in those bottles at the end of 30 days and say, you know what, I don't feel any better, I don't feel any different, and you're going to get your money back. I will share with you, and Hillary has too. I don't like to take medicine. I don't like to take pills, and I never took my vitamins. They sat in the cupboard for a long, long time, and finally I said, you know what, this is supposed to be so great. I need to try this and see, and it is a game changer. I feel a lot better. And I do want to take them because I do feel better. So, I'm taking them in the morning and I'm taking them at lunchtime and I'm remembering to take them. So maybe it's helping my brain too, with my memory, because I do feel so much better with them. So, and they don't taste bad like, traditional pills do. And that's because of the essential oils and the tummy tamer that's in them. So some of the ginger fennel that, a traditional, like your essential, your EO Omega with your omega-3 and 6, that fishy kind of taste, there's nothing like that. You don't taste anything. It's much better for your stomach, and that dividing it 2 times versus doing a one hit is just so much better on your system. So.
Awesome. I'm going to play this quick video just to take a little break from hearing us talk your ears off and just share this quick video with you about, again, just reiterating why doTERRA.
Essential oils are both exciting and promising when it comes to taking care of your own and your family's health. Whether you're applying essential oils topically, enjoying the aromatic benefits through diffusion, or taking essential oils internally, the positive healthful effects of essential oils are boundless. That's why you want to ensure that essential oils you are using are capable of delivering on their promise. You want to make sure that you are choosing essential oils for their potency and their purity. A lot goes into making sure that essential oils are both potent and pure. Potency starts with the plant itself. The same species of plant when grown in different environments will vary in composition. When plants are grown in optimal soil, temperature, and climate, they produce a higher quality essential oil, just as nature intended. But that's only half of the equation. Purity plays a major role as well. Many essential oils available to purchase are not certified pure. Often they contain synthetic fillers or other elements that dilute and alter the purity. This diminishes the healthful qualities of the oil. doTERRA is committed to providing the purest, most potent essential oils possible. We employ a global network of farmers who know intimately the process of growing plants for essential oils. They ensure the plant is taken care of properly and harvested at the proper stage. doTERRA has also perfectly melded modern advances in testing procedures to ensure the purity and efficacy of each essential oil. Every doTERRA essential oil is put through the highest standard of rigorous and thorough testing. This testing protocol, CPTG, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, sets the bar for quality, purity, efficacy, and consistency. When an essential oil is deemed worthy to be sold as a doTERRA essential oil, you'll know that it has the highest quantity of active, beneficial constituents and that it is free of contaminants and adulterations. Because at doTERRA, we know the same care and attention, as well as the same commitment to only provide the very best, is not unique to us. They're the same qualities you employ when taking care of those you love the most.
So that's a YouTube video. doTERRA has a great channel, a YouTube channel that you can find other videos similar to that are great. So I'm going to move into how do you get these amazing oils? So how do you get your hands on these? There's a couple ways that you can do it. Linnell and I both have a wholesale account that we opened up to get 25% below retail pricing, just like opening a Costco account, something like that, some sort of, discount warehouse kind of wholesale deal. And you can do that one of two ways. One way you can do that is reach out to the person who invited you to the webinar, Linnell or myself, or if you had another wellness advocate, say, hey, jump on this webinar, or however you came to be on here tonight, or whoever sent you the link, reach out to them and say, hey, I want to set up a wholesale account. You would just pay $35, and then you could shop a la carte. You could sort of say, you know what, I need this, I have this issue, I need geranium and lemongrass and sandalwood, sort of oils that are unique to you that you really want, and you just kind of shop a la carte. The other way that you can do it, and the more cost beneficial way, is to open a wholesale account with an enrollment kit and set up a monthly LRP. The LRP stands for Loyalty Reward Program. So an enrollment kit are packaged together. We're going to talk about a few of them. doTERRA is really smart in sort of how they put the oils together for us. And so I will talk about a few of the different enrollment kits, and we'll talk about some specials that we have going on. And then we do want to let you have some time for questions and not keep you too long.
What I would share too on that $35 is just that is kind of like your Costco or your Sam's Club membership. So that that's your one time a year in order to get in at that wholesale pricing. In subsequent years, people often ask too, they're like, well, what do I have to pay? And so in the future, after that first year, it's $25 and you get a free bottle of the peppermint oil, which is a $20.50 value. So, I mean, you're paying like $5 in subsequent years. So that is something to know with that.
So this kit, this is called the Diamond Kit. This is every single product doTERRA makes. We talked tonight about a lot of the oils, and we did talk about, you can see this is the Lifelong Vitality set. So right here. This is every single product. They have a whole host of health and beauty products, wellness products. This is the whole suite of On Guard products that we talked about. There's supplements and omegas for kids, shampoo, a whole line of facial products and things like that, hair products. and the oils. So this, if you're thinking about, really sort of diving in and like really getting a good bargain, this is a huge, huge savings. You save about $700 by, doing the diamond kit. And you also earn 25% of future purchases back in free product points with the diamond kit right from the get-go. And when you place a $100 PV LRP order, the loyalty reward order going forward, you earn 400 LRP points back. So that's kind of like your frequent, we like to call those frequent flyer miles. I like to call them that just because it's easy to think about. The points, as you purchase oils, you get free product points back that you can use again on free products. So if you're thinking about, like I said, saving a bundle, or if you're thinking about bringing this into your business, I have colleagues and yoga teachers and studio owners and people who are just interested and they want to join us and teach. We're always looking for people who want to teach with us. If you want, that's another idea, another conversation. This would be a great way to start. Just you have every single product that doTERRA has.
One thing I'll share too, because we've mentioned this loyalty reward plan a couple of times, and just so people understand, I think when people hear this monthly plan, there's some sort of stigma that a lot of people have as to what a monthly plan is, that it's an auto ship, and whether I need shampoo or conditioner or not, it's going to come. And that's not the way ours works. You change that for what your needs are every month. So as soon as I process an order, I'm going to go in and change it and put in some stuff that I think I'll need the next month. There's certain things that I repeat every month, like my laundry detergent as a pretty regular basis because we do a lot of laundry around here, and our vitamins and my kids' vitamins. So there's certain things that I know I'm going to repeat. Toothpaste, and then like if I needed to replenish some of my oils, I'll pull those out because I won't have gone through those in another month or two. So just so you know, that it is up to you to decide what's in that cart. We don't just the same thing.
You have total autonomy. And another thing I'd like to point out is probably it's like between 88 and 90% of people that have a wholesale account with doTERRA are using the products in their own home. Even people that are getting an every oil kit or getting a diamond kit are doing it because they see the value and are just using them in their own homes. And so I say that to let you know that we're not advocating for this to be a business for anyone or anything like that. I know that there's like that's out there as well, another stigma that's out there in terms of direct sales, but about 90% of people are just using doTERRA in their own home because the products are amazing and the oils are bar none the best essential oils out there. So they're awesome. Okay. So the every oil kit, as it states, is every single oil in the blend, and it's awesome now updated with the essential oil, the emotional oils as well. The new cloud diffuser, coconut oil, and a lot of blends that we didn't discuss tonight. But again, it's every single essential oil that doTERRA creates. Again, a huge savings. You save about $300 when you do the every oil kit, and you earn 20% on future purchases back in loyalty reward points. And when you set up an LRP for, say, you enrolled with the every oil kit in November, and you set up an LRP of at least 100 in December, you would get 200 free points back. So you're really getting a ton of value as well. Okay, the Natural Solutions Kit. This kit I love. This is one that I've had lots of people open their wholesale account with when they're like, okay, I'm just gonna, after everything we've talked about, plus whatever we've discussed with you before or after this webinar, if you have questions, you're ready to sort of clean out your medicine cabinet, clean out under your sink, and really dive into natural solutions for yourself and your family. This is a great place to begin. You have a diffuser, you have the Lifelong Vitality, you have the On Guard foaming hand soap, and a variety of oils and blends that are, there's a million uses for those oils. And no, you don't use every single oil every single day, but for anything that comes up, you have them at your fingertips. The Home Essentials Kit is really like dipping your toe in. It has a lot of the oils that we talked about tonight as well. And it's the, so this is a 15 milliliter bottle of essential oil, just to show you the difference. And this is a 5 milliliter bottle of essential oil. So this is about 85 drops, and this is about 250 drops. So the Home Essentials Kit has the 15 milliliter bottles. And it comes with a diffuser, which is key. So this is sort of like you're dipping your toe in. You're like, I'm going to try out this essential oil thing. But what I love about it is that it comes with the diffuser. So as soon as those oils show up on your step from the UPS guy or woman, you can plug in your diffuser and start using them right away. Always contacting Linnell or myself to be your handy guide on the side for you. That's a kit that we love. The emotional therapy kit, we talked about those oils in the beginning. This is the kit. So this is an enrollment kit. Again, it comes with the oils that Linnell showed you, and comes with the diffuser as well. So as soon as you get them, again, and you're feeling like you really need support around peace and forgiveness or motivation, or your emotional well-being, they come with it. One thing that also really quickly I think is my favorite part, which this might be too, oh no, here we go. You can see that. So this comes on the inside of the emotional kit. And what I love about that, I don't know if you can really see it, but what this is I had a client one time who said, I don't know what I need. I said, what do you feel like you need tonight? She's like, I don't know. I really don't. She was really in a struggling place. And so I just started reading the words to her. So if you go around the wheel, it says discouraged, gloomy, distressed, somber, disinterested, bored, and on and on and on, all these sort of identifying words. And I came to a certain word. It was, I'll never forget it. It was hurt. And she said, that's the word. That's what I'm actually feeling. It's all these other things wrapped up in anger, wrapped up in whatever. But really, I'm feeling hurt. What oil do I need? And so I'm like, I don't know. Let's look. And so all we had to do was drag our finger over and be like, how about console? And we used that for her. So doTERRA is brilliant. Dr. Hill is the medical director of doTERRA, and he loves us. He loves everyone out there. He wants everyone to be using the oils and wants it to make it easy so that we can feel supported. And that's an awesome way that they've done that for us. So let me talk about, can you see? Oh, there we go. So here, let me talk about what's going on in terms of specials, and then we want to open it up for questions. So as you can see on your screen, November special is if you sign up with at least 100 PV enrollment order, which everything we talked about tonight would qualify for that. And you set up that loyalty rewards order for December, which, could be, usually what we do is like, if you have stuff on your wish list, like, ooh, I'm going to get this kit, but I really want all these other things too. We can put them in your wish list in your LRP order for December. So you enroll in November, set yourself up for an order in December, and you get lifelong vitality, which is
okay. Here's a little fun wish list thing. Holiday joy. This is what our favorite time of year. So this is only this time of year. So you open this up. So think about your holiday, parties and events and how you want to just make your room smell great. This little bottle is a wish list.
Yeah, definitely. So don't miss out. This is a sweet deal. It's, as you can see on your screen, 106 retail value for the Lifelong Vitality. And it would come with your order for in December free. So that's sweet. So that's from doTERRA. That's the freebie special that's going on for doTERRA. We have some specials as well that we wanted to mention. So that's the doTERRA special. When you enroll with a Natural Solutions kit by November 20th, you're going to receive the Breathe Stick, which I don't have with me either. It's upstairs next to the bed because my 4-year-old was having respiratory issues for the past few days. So it's like a Vicks vapor stick. A Balance blend, which is the grounding blend that we talked about, which is amazing. I have like 3 of those open all the time in varying bags and work stuff. And then the Essential Life book. So this is sort of that desk reference. It's a beautiful hardcover book. It has remedies. Oh, there it is. It's the desk reference is the Bible, sort of how to use the oils. It's gorgeous. And it talks about different remedies that you can use, ailments that come up. There's recipes, ways to use them. It's an awesome gift. And what we're really passionate about, making sure you get your oils and love them and feel supported and educated. Linnell and I both, we have been doing this, using them and teaching about them combined, for the last 2 years, I would say, between the two of us. And it's a self-led journey in terms of education, but there's tons of support around you, and we would definitely be that for you as well. But the book is a great go-to to get you going, so you feel like you have it at your fingertips. So that is with the Natural Solutions Kit, which is the one I told you, folks that want to kind of clear out the medicine cabinet, clear out under the sink, and really get started with the whole line of natural solutions. This is the kit. And then if you do the Home Essentials Kit, which is those 10 oils with the diffuser that we talked about, the ones that I said come right away and you get to use them, we'll be gifting a balance blend with that kit. So the balance does not come with that kit, so this is an awesome addition. And you would also, again, get the doTERRA special. So those are all the kits and how you get them and our freebies. I want to take a few minutes, making sure we don't keep you on too long, but opening up the phone lines for questions, the screen line for any questions for either one of us. So if you're on with us and you would like to ask a question or just chit chat or hang out or say anything, go ahead and unmute yourself and just speak up.
If you click on the participants on the bottom, you can click on, it'll click up the screen, and then you can hit raise hand, or you can just unmute and just start talking to if you have questions.
Don't make me call on you. I won't do that to anybody.
And if you don't want to talk and you want to talk to Hillary or myself after, we're happy to do that, because a lot of this really is talking about what personally you need. What are your top wellness goals and challenges that you want to support too. So we've got the, we don't have all the answers, and that's why we refer people to the Essential Life book. And there's a Modern Essentials, but Essential Life has really kind of become our go-to to look up things. But we can look all those up for you and say, here's some things that we would recommend. Here's the 5 different oils that it lists, and it doesn't mean that you have to use all 5 oils. You can use 2 of those. The way I recommend to people is let's see what you already have in your arsenal, and what you're looking to buy, and then use from that, and then put the others kind of over the fence into the wish list of, I'm going to buy this kit, and in that kit I have certain things I can use to tackle those, and there's other ones that I keep reading that lemongrass I need for certain things, or I need marjoram for certain things, and so I'm going to throw that into the wish list, and this is a great month to do that because of this special. So start off with a kit and then throw your wish list into the monthly LRP. We will need to set that up this month to trigger next month. You decide when to set that up between the 1st and the 15th of the month. Another little perk too is if it's over 125, which it needs to be 100 minimum. If it's 125, then you're eligible for a free product too. So all kinds of great incentives that doTERRA runs on a regular basis.
Awesome.
So
questions? Nope. Okay. So with that all being said, there's me with my short hair, which I'm desperately trying to grow out, my tiny little ponytail back here. Go ahead and contact either one of us who invited you to the webinar. Talk about getting started. Again, I'm Hillary, and you can reach me at hillary@wiselightwellness.com. My email's right there. And Linnell at linnell.shaddles@gmail.com. And I just want to say thank you for being with us and hanging out for a little bit. Stay tuned for other webinars coming up. Make sure you reach out if you have questions. Linnell, if you have anything to say in closing.
That's it. And, this will be recorded. So that we had a number of folks that weren't able to make it tonight. And so that will be available for them. And we can send you a recording as well, the link to it, so that if you want to re-listen to us because you enjoyed our voices so much, or just
our witty banter.
or relearn, or you want to share it with somebody else that you think that would be interested in the essential oils, that you have that ability to do that. And like I said, reach out to us because we're happy to answer. And that's kind of the beauty of doing this with us and setting up a wholesale account, is that you're not out there on your own, that Hillary and I are available to be kind of your partner, your champion, but we really do want to empower you so that you have the tools to take care of you in your home by having books and things that you can look up those and feel like you can be the healer in your own home.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night, and we will see you online or in the neighborhood.
Bye.
Bye. let's see, stop.